Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. That last game was a cavalcade of failure. By the way, I just want to be noted. I want it to be noted here. The Blunderworld Bludgeoners ended their season at 1,480 team value. I'm thinking we're going to be lucky to end it in 4 digits. So the bad news is we're down a troll. The good news is our team value is very low. Oh, and the enemy put in a whole bunch of their own money to buy a star player. So I'm assuming 120k, I'm assuming they bought a star player. So we have a lot of money to play with here. Now, the wizard has not been hugely useful so far. Maybe let's spend our money some other way. We probably ought to pick up a star player or two. We are a little bit short on just bodies, so I'm thinking like extra, like fungus plus Nabla is 100 and is 210. So you'd have 160 left. We could buy 3 bribes. Yeah, I like that. We'll just we'll bring on even more weapons than usual. The special weapons players are really what makes this team go around. I've seen a number of people in the comments pointing out that the bomb guy is not even good. Hey SB, what are you running that bomb guy for? If you're not aware of how team setups work in Blood Bowl, you're limited to a certain number of each position, a maximum value of each position. I can only have 1 of each of the special weapons guys. Trust me, if I could change out the bomber for an extra chainsaw dude, I would do it. I would run 10 chainsaw guys and 3 normal goblins if they would let me. I do think it's better to have the bomb guy than to just have another normal goblin in his place, because he can do everything a normal goblin can do, but also sometimes he blows a guy up. About 60% of the time that guy is him. But, listen, if you're not down for some explosions and some goblin parts flying across the field, I don't even know how you're going to enjoy playing a game of Blood Bowl. Alright, so we got a couple of ringers here. An extra chainsaw, an extra ball and chain. Now these guys, remember, this is a similar Skaven team to the last one. They hired themselves a ball and chain guy as well. Dude is a traitor. That's alright, we'll deal with him. It's going to be particularly important for us to remove the gutter runners from the field, and the gutter runners have very poor... Oh my god, I won the kickoff. Gutter runners have very poor armor value, is what I was going to say. I honestly don't even know. I think I want to kick. Because I think I want to use my... Well, I get to throw punches first on offense. But this is not a particularly good team at punching, the Skaven. I mean, they do have their Rat Ogre. Yeah, see, the announcers get what I'm going for here. We definitely gotta break some faces. So this is gonna be tricky. I definitely don't want both of my ball and chain guys out. Who's sitting out? It's okay. Billy Mura somehow has managed to get 2 star player points, so he should be in, so he can help. I think I'm going to lead with my star players with weapons. Let's keep our normal weapon players out. It's important to get star player points on your weapon players if you can, but my primary concern right now is injuring enemy players. We'll bring in our dudes when they're a little bit softer. Which is to say, once we've gotten their ball and chain guy off the field. I'm a little too worried that we might get injured. So... Now, they only have 3 gutter runners, right? I think that's what we determined last time. Over here in the reserves, yeah, they just have a couple linemen. They only have 3 gutter runners because they shelled out big for the Rat Ogre. That's actually probably good for us. I think the Rat Ogre's a lot less dangerous than the gutter runner that would have replaced him. But I'm a little nervous about our setup here. I kind of think I want Fungus not to be on the line. Maybe have him near the line? I can't have him just behind, though, because then he could clobber somebody as he's moving forward. Maybe I do just let him be... I mean, he's got 7 strength. Maybe I do something like this. I try a strong side thing. You should not be on the line. Let's put somebody who doesn't have any star player points. Somebody I don't care about can go up there. Yeah, Eddie Tango. Eddie Tango's a great example. Somebody I don't care about. I'm going to try this thing. This is a little risky, but basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to discourage the AI from crushing my ball and chain dude right away. Try to keep the troll out to the side in what might be a slightly safer place. And also, this directs the violence toward this side of the field a little bit, and away from my pogoer. Okay. I don't know. This might work. Let's see how they line up. Okay. They put their players down in a way that frankly doesn't make a damn bit of sense to me. Each team receives one additional bribe to use during this game. The fans have exacted a gruesome revenge on the referee for previous decisions. That's good. A referee who is easily cowed is better for me than it is for the opponents. Okay, he starts his turn by moving a gutter runner adjacent to one of my guys. I can't say that I think this is a good play. Also, they're making some, like, fine jokes here. I'm busy. Okay, they did not get... Yeah, they did not get a super good result out of their ball and chain guy. You know, it's better to start them when you have initiative. It's way better to start your ball and chain guy on top of a bunch of enemy players. I'm not really sure what they were thinking. Okay, we do have to be careful about the pass play. 4 agility passer, 4 agility catcher. Those passes are quite likely to work. They're going to try to take our pogoer down right away. They found them both down. Well, okay, he didn't die, though. I will accept that. I don't know why the pogoer is the one who is deserving of all this special attention. Here's a question. Do I just move left with Fungus and take the chance of, like, completely wiping Eddie Tango out? I really want to hit the Rat Ogre. Yeah, I think I do. Is there anything else I want to do? Yes, of course there is. I want to move players forward first. I mean, I could just mark this dude. I have 4 team rerolls. They only have 2, actually. That's interesting. They have a Bloodwiser Babe, and of course that bribe. This is a great opportunity to throw some fouls, by the way. Fouling gutter runners is the best thing in the whole world. Alright, let's commit this guy somewhat. Not nearly as deep. I'd like to use my blitz with the chainsaw, I think, because I think we can hit the Rat Ogre, right? Yeah. Do I want to do that first? So here's what I'm thinking. Now, this is a plus strength lineman. Yeesh. If we can bring down the Rat Ogre, then maybe I want to move Fungus up this way. Although if Fungus can bring down the Rat Ogre, then maybe I want the chainsaw to go somewhere else entirely, or maybe I just want to chainsaw Fez. Their knockoff Fungus impersonator. Fungus is loyal to his people. He would never work with these Skaven. Now, I think let's lead with Fungus. Let's see what he does. We should probably... I'm going to stand up our Pogoer and move him away, so at least they have to blitz him if they want to kill him. Alright, decent dodge. Alright, let's do it. Just pushes. No, he moved to the one space that didn't have an enemy in it. Alright, come on, you can do this. He cannot, in fact, do this. This would be an annoying, although not totally horrible time to have somebody go down. Let's try the reroll. It didn't work. No, it did. Okay. It just took a minute to process. Okay. Not totally ideal there. So I think I want to reinforce over here. Let's put this guy here. This is the diving tackle guy. So if the gutter runners try to just squeeze past him, they're going to have a pretty tough time. We'll try to keep some number of tackle zones in this area. I probably should have stood this guy up before attempting any dice rolls. Eddie Tango is probably just going to get flattened by the ball and chain, but... Should I try to dodge him out, actually? Probably. Okay, I had to reroll the dodge, but I got there. Let's just fall back, create some tackle zones, try to make it difficult for them to move through. There's going to be a lot of falling back here. Actually, I probably should have moved him over to BTO. Although BTO can't really do anything meaningful this turn anyway. Is there anybody else that I want to do stuff with before... It'd be cool if Grinder didn't get killed by the ball and chain. Yeah, let's move Grinder back to here. This way BTO can get some orders. And you know what? If stuff happens to Falcon, stuff happens to Falcon. That's less important. Let's try to take this Rat Ogre off the table. Because it's going to be a lot harder to do after we no longer have clear access to chainsaw blitzes on him. I failed. Okay, the good news is my armor held up and I did not kill myself with the chainsaw. Where do I want you to fall back to? We have a lot of relatively okay coverage with our tackle zones. Yeah, this is okay. Mark their thrower. I don't know, this is going to be... It's going to be a tricky game. Because their team's pretty mobile. And we have to keep an eye on only a few of their players, but those players are the most mobile ones, and they're a lot faster than anybody on my team. I'll tell you what, though. The Skaven are maybe one of the few teams in the league that are only about as resistant to violence as we are. And so I have high hope for us being able to punch our way out of this situation, which is pretty unusual. Oh, this guy desperately wants to kill our chainsaw dude. He just cannot figure it out. I'm way more worried about their ogre than I am about their special weapons players because I'd like to be... We can remove the ogre from the game. It will affect all future plays. This guy's gone after this play no matter what. It should not be difficult for them to dodge away from our goblin. I just wanted to make them roll the dice. But the fact that they ran somebody over here onto the goblin makes me think that maybe they're going to try to punch their way out instead, which seems like a bad use of resources to me. Also, man, the AI is really thinking hard about this. I don't think that's... They don't usually just sit for a minute. A lot of the time, the turn ends with their timer still pretty close to the max. Yeah, see, they're running a gutter runner all the way back here? Why? Why would you do that? Yeah, this is weird. If they're going to use their blitz on my pogo, or what is happening up here? Are they just going to throw a normal punch with their ball carrier? They are. In lieu of moving down the field, they are going to throw gutter runner punches. Well, hey, that works for me. Okay, really great. Fantastically bad play from them. I'm ecstatic. Now, I don't want to stand Nightmare up and then just have him get punched again. So if when we stand him up, I want to move him. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that first. This guy can just stand up. This guy's not going anywhere. Saturn is currently putting pressure on the ball carrier. We can probably... I mean, we can definitely blitz this guy, right? We have an open path. But we can't, I think, make it a 2-die blitz. How much movement do you have? We could go for a pair of GFIs, maybe? Like if I chainsaw this guy and he goes down. Let's start the turn with that. Let's see if we can knock this guy down. Okay, well that's one problem solved. I said I wasn't super worried about that guy, and then I immediately expended a chainsaw attack on him, but, you know. A turn where you get to chainsaw somebody without moving is a special thing. These guys are both annoying. Let's see if we can get them with the ball and chain. It looks like the answer is maybe no. Yeah, let's not push the Rat Ogre adjacent to our players. Here's a question. Do I want to try to hit the Rat Ogre again? And maybe get lucky and break his armor? No, let's try to just put him down. Alright, well. We put one of them on the ground. That's something. So, at this point... Right, we could double GFI to here, and if we made it, then we have a 2-die blitz on their ball carrier. It's pretty hard to knock this ball carrier down, unfortunately. Dudes will dodge, you know. I wonder if we should. It's a lot of dice to roll for a thing that's probably not going to work, right? That's my concern. Let's maybe take another punch. I'm not going to prioritize this very highly. It will be the plan unless I end up using my team reroll somewhere else. But for now, I'm just going to focus on doing violence. They don't have a lot of good players. Line rats are pretty bad. So if we can just focus on removing their few talented players from the field, I think that would be best. Alright, at this point, let's try to dodge these guys away from the storm vermin. If he wants to punch me, he can blitz me. Alright, move to the only position from which we can provide an assist. What am I doing? That's a lot of extra movement. Okay. And at this point, if we found a both down, I would take it. Okay, fine with me. Oh my god. He did it. Do they... Looks like they didn't apothecary. I am not going to spend a reroll trying to catch this. That's actually a really good position for the ball to fall for me. Okay, that was fantastic. Being able to find the both down. That's part of the reason I wanted to wait until the end of the turn there, was because I wanted the both down to be an option. There we go. Let me switch the camera here. So we got one of their gutter runners off the field for the rest of the game. They didn't apothecary him out of it. If we can take the other two down, I'm like completely not concerned about them scoring anymore. It's not to say that Skaven are especially bad at scoring. You know, they're pretty, without the gutter runners, they're a pretty standard 3 agility team. They play like, you know, humans or orcs or something. But the thing is, I'm confident in my ability to stop a team like that from pulling anything completely insane. Oh, the Rat Ogre failed to get up. We know that game. We know all about that one. Well, let's pick up the players who are here making things difficult for the ball carrier. A lot of us are going to get punched next turn. That's the world. That's just how things are. I'm going to put Bomber Dribble Snot here. You don't usually want to run your Bombardier right up on guys, but I think he's... I want more people on the ball carrier, and I want the Troll, obviously, to have a little assistance on his really stupid roll. Okay, we got a lot of bodies on this ball carrier. Is it possible for me to get a blitz on him? I don't think so. I could get a blitz on him with this guy if we can clear out a little bit of the stuff in the way. Although, you know, I get 4 chances at this, but every time I move, there's only a 1 in 3 chance I'll actually hit him. Hey, we got there. It really is nice to have an extra point of movement relative to the normal guy. Well, shoot, do I just run over there and chainsaw him? I hate ending the turn with my chainsaw adjacent to enemy players, but... yeah, I think I go for it. All the dodge in the world's not going to help you now. Okay, that's an alright place for the ball to end up. So... can I get a player over here? No, I need somebody to get here to deny the assists to allow us to have... it would still be... no, this would be a 1-die block if we could deny both the assists. Unfortunately, nobody can get close enough. And I can't get anybody to a position. This is the only spot where an assist can be given from. So I guess I'm probably not going to be able to stop them from hitting Nobla. Well, you know what? If he dies, he's not technically a member of the team. It's probably okay. Let's go put some tackle zones on the ball. I have confidence that this is going to work out in my favor. especially since all their best fighters are pretty devoted to the center of the field right now. Rat Ogres, even if the Rat Ogre can get up, he doesn't have enough movement to really get over there. Oof. I will reroll the GFI. Please make this. Okay. There we go. I have a ton of tackle zones on the ball. Next turn, I think, is going to look very good for us. And I'm going to leave this guy back here, though. Giggles with diving tackle. Just in case something goes wrong, I want one player who can at least try to catch a runaway ball carrier. Yeah, they're trying to set up a pass. I think at this point, a pass is probably one of the... Wow, that's a good roll. A pass is one of the few ways they have of still, like, making the situation work out in their favor. They've got to get lucky, basically. Because we've got bodies all over this thing, and, like, they're going to have a hard time dealing with BTO. They're not going to have a hard time dealing with Billy. The good news is, that was the guy who was adjacent to the chainsaw. Threw his punch in the wrong direction. He doesn't follow up because he doesn't want his turn to end adjacent to the troll. That's fair. Remember, BTO has gotten the MVP award 3 times, so if he gets a single injury during this game, he will level up again, which would be fantastic. So why don't we start by seeing if we can make that happen? Alright, well the ball is extremely under my control. Who wants the points? Nightmare should really get the points if we can make that happen. So, what is the best way to make that safe? We should have our chainsaw either hit their storm vermin or their gutter runner with the blitz. We can have the Pogor just pick it up and run to like here. It's not as far as I would like to go, but we can use BTO as part of the cage. We still have a lot of time left. The half is only half over. We got 4 turns after this. Yeah, I think we just run to here. So probably Grinder is not on their radar right now. He's not in a super relevant place. So you can stand back here, have a bomb ready in case something goes wrong, and also help BTO interpret his orders. And then I'm going to focus in on the gutter runners. Wow, he failed to get through... I was about to say he failed to get through the armor. That gutter runner's not wearing armor. He failed to get through that cape. Is it better for me? It's probably better for me to just move Widow out, right? He's not really marking anybody here because it's very easy for them to throw a punch with one of these players and then still have a whole bunch of players left to do stuff. He's not really accomplishing anything where he is. That's fine. Do I want to reroll this? I don't think I do. I don't think I care. I know we didn't get to use our ball and chain player yet this turn, but... Oof, KO. That's unfortunate. I was trying to, first of all, get him not punched, and secondly, get him into a position where he could throw a foul next turn safely. Or, productively, rather. So maybe a better way to phrase that. Because if they want to just leave this gutter runner on the ground, we can make a thing happen. Or at least I thought we could. But we failed our we failed the first dodge, had to use our dodge reroll on that. And then failed the second dodge as well. That's true, Mass Gang is adorable. Alright, poor Grinder is actually like... I tried to move him to a spot where I thought he would be relatively safe so that he could do stuff if he needed to do stuff. But they apparently have no compunction about just spending all of their resources attacking him and letting us do whatever we want on the rest of the field. Alright, let's see if we can get into a position here. Wow, that is a pretty bad result. Wow, 3 pushes, huh? I was kind of figuring we could, like, maybe go through this guy or maybe not, and in any case, end up over here. But that's looking pretty unlikely. I guess let's just see if we can get lucky on this storm vermin. Got pretty lucky to manage to hit him. Alright, now they haven't actually blocked us from moving forward. I think the plan was probably to block us from moving forward. They've done a terrible job. Let's cut up one of the storm vermin. And I'm blitzing this one because this guy will be easy enough to... Did we get... No, just a stun. This guy will be easy enough to build assists on since he's hanging out on the edge of the formation. In fact, we've already got a 2-die block on him. Yeah, follow him up. And then we can push this guy off too. So Torgo, I think, is going to hit this guy. The Storm Vermin and the Thrower are both theoretically meaningful targets. The Thrower's more likely to get injured, he has less armor. Ah, well, that's a shame. I was hoping to... I guess I did open up a spot where Grinder can dodge to. I think we'll just move Grinder around so he can provide an assist here. Provided he can hit his dodge. Alright, and now he's providing an assist, and after the hit, this guy won't be adjacent to him anymore. This does end with this guy potentially adjacent to our chainsaw, but I think we'll be okay. We have a lot of... Ooh. Alright, there we go. We have a lot of assists in the area and everything. I think we'll be alright. And I'm not going to roll the GFI into the end zone, because obviously we don't want to get our special weapons players thrown off the field right away, and you just stay there. The Rat Ogre needs, first of all, a couple of moves, and secondly, a couple lucky die rolls to get back in the action. Giggles getting up wouldn't really contribute anything, except that he might get murdered. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm bummed out that we lost our sneaky player right before all these beautiful chances to foul people came up. Although they're putting a lot of foul assist denying moves into play here. Yep, the Rat Ogre once again has Wild Animaled out, so no movement for them. We're getting some really bad luck with him. But, you know, this is part of the reason I don't like to run one, is because the odds of bad luck are so high. They're gonna score me. Okay. Yeah, pretty reasonable. The odds of them stopping me from scoring were quite low without a knockdown there, so ending the drive is in their best interest, probably. Oh, I got both of my KOs back. And they did not get theirs back. Oh, it doesn't matter. That guy's out of the game anyway. So here's a question. Do I want to expend... I have 3 bribes. I have 4 bribes. I don't think I want to spend a bribe on Grinder. I will spend a bribe on the ball and chain guy. Do I want to bribe for this guy? We have our own chainsaw. Like, I want to have some bribes left over for stomping people. But yeah, let's try to bribe both of our star players back in. Alright. I do love a pliable referee. Oh, my bribe does not influence the... Oh no, that was Fez. That was their guy. Yeah, it showed me your bribe does not influence the decision of the referee, but that was their bribe. Okay, well, this formation worked last time. I say we stick with it. Do I want to move the troll? Nah. Eddie Tango's he's a tougher little dude than he looks. He'll take it on the chin gracefully. I guess the way I kicked it, it could land on their thrower. Well, That ref was also massacred by the fans for allowing all those star players to stay in the game. You know, I didn't see which stadium we're playing in. I'm guessing it's not mine. Alright, more bribes. Once again, bribes are better for us than they are for them. So they only have 2 turns. It's not impossible for them to score a touchdown, but I suspect they will not play in such a way as to allow themselves to get a touchdown. Gutter runners with 9 move are fantastic. Yeah, see, like, running their thrower up instead of having him turn around and grab the ball and then run up means that there's no way for them to get a touchdown now. They don't have the move anymore. What needed to happen there was they open a hole for for the forward-most gutter runner to run through, have the thrower fall back, and, you know, do a passing play. They have thrown it away for no reason. And you know what's happening here is they got the bloodlust. Their eyes are clouded with thoughts of all the violence they're going to get to inflict. I think it was worth spending the 2 bribes to keep the 2 star players in for 2 more turns. Because we're gonna get a free chainsaw on the storm vermin here. We might be able to get an injury out of fungus, and then we still have 3 bribes left for fouling and oof. And not quite as nimble as a lot of the teams we've been playing against. Okay, well, no armor break, but I'll take it. So first things first, apply that chainsaw directly to the face. And then the question is, do we want to... It's a shame that our guy who's good at fouling people is on the opposite end of the field. Well, why don't we try... We might be able to foul the thrower, maybe? How do I want to do this? Oh, you know what? I wasn't paying enough attention. It subbed in slash and burn for... Damn it. Well, I guess we know what we're doing with our blitz. Let's use slash and burn to hit the rat ogre, maybe? No, I'll go for the gutter runner here. There's no way for me to do this that doesn't end me adjacent to a player, huh? That gutter runner is extremely safe. And the only way for me to hit the gutter runner with the chainsaw is to end the turn adjacent to a guy with 5 strength or a guy with 4 strength. Not great. We should definitely use the chainsaw, though, since it's in and we have it. Yeah, you know what? If I trade my chainsaw for their gutter runner, that will be totally fine. He failed the chainsaw roll. Why don't we... There we go. He rolled a 3 on the injury roll. Unfortunately, the foul is pretty bad here. We really need just like there to be fewer guys adjacent to our fouler. What do we do with fungus? I want him to move left. Probably what I do is move Eddie Tango out of the way first if I can. I think I'm going to bounce Falcon as well. I don't know where to, though. We probably don't want to leave a huge hole in the center. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. They only have 1 turn left. Yeah, actually, it doesn't matter at all. Well, so I managed to double fail the extremely likely roll. That's a shame. I was going to do some real damage there. Possibly. I mean, it was going to be a lot of, like, desperate flailing to the left, hoping to pick people up. What is the value of double GFIing to nowhere?
Whoa, that scathe screams like a brown streak.
Well, that's one.
Yeah, I don't think they take into account at all how close they are to the end of the half. So they're planning a passing play or something here? To be perfectly honest with you, I would have taken the pass this turn. Because by next turn, you know, this guy could be marked, so he'd have a harder time catching. And if you failed to pass this turn, at least it might end up down here, and you'd have a chance at picking it up later. I don't know. It's just bad play. So, let's throw some fouls. Especially, like, Nabla could throw a foul, and it would be pretty good. I'm thinking that, you know, we may not bribe for him again. So let's foul the Storm Vermin. No, let's foul a Gutter Runner, rather. Let's put ourselves in position to assist the foul. You never get star player points for fouling, so we don't have to worry really about who does it, except that obviously we want it to be a chainsaw. Maybe I want to do it with Nabla and then have our chainsaw player hit the Rat Ogre. In fact, I should do that before lining up for the assist, or lining up for the foul, because if we take him down, we have an extra spot that we can generate assists from. So let's... Okay, we did take him down. That's actually really great. We're not going to be able to generate a tremendous number more assists here. Let's dodge out. Alright, go get him. This is just poor sportsmanship right here. All we got was a stun? Really? Well, we managed to evade the ref's notice at least. Yeah, we rolled a 3 on the injury roll. Man. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky here. Trying to get over to that ball carrier. Skyrim, Scryam. I was gonna say Skyrim the Quick is a little. Oh, we might get him. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna go for the GFI. I'm gonna go for it again. Damn it. Okay, well, we tried. And we can still throw one more punch. We have one more guy who is already adjacent to an enemy. And it's a guy we kind of care about. And we get to do a 2-die... Okay. Oh, we broke his armor too. I think he's just stunned. Yeah. Okay, a lot of armor breaks, not a lot of injuries so far. Our injury rolls have been very poor. Especially the number of armor breaks we've had. You'd think we would have seriously hurt poor people. But it's looking pretty good for us. So we have 3 bribes left. I don't think we're going to try to keep the ball and chain guy. We'll sub in our own ball and chain guy at this point. Will I try to keep the chainsaw dude? No, I don't think so. We'll try and keep the star player chainsaw guy. Alright, good stuff. And we'll let Fungus get sent off. We'll sub in our own chainsaw dude at this, or our own ball and chain dude at this point. Okay. So, they've set up their players in a position where the Rat Ogre is less likely to get punched on the first turn. I like where their head's at. This is not going to work. Alright, so we'll set up a line like this. We'll get some decent punches off here. Oh, that's the 4-strength guy. We should put the troll on that side. In case the ball and chain fails to take him out, the troll can at least throw a decent punch. And then the Pogoer wants to be back here. And I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put a couple of goblins back here just so we have better coverage in case the ball gets kicked to one of the corners, but it doesn't super matter who it is. And then I don't think I want to stack up super deep on the line. I mean, if we put enough people on the line, right, we could punch all of the rats. And they really just don't have that many good players left. We do still need to get these gutter runners dealt with. But yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Alright. I have high hopes for our violence here. Nurguch suffers an injury. Okay. A rock was thrown at one of their gun runners. I'm pretty sad that he didn't actually get hurt. But I suppose, to a certain extent, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So the ball ended up way in the backfield. Like a frustrating amount in the backfield. So you have no star player points. It might be worth it to, if we could try to pick up another touchdown with Nightmare. That would take him to the point where if he got the MVP award, he would get another level up. So I think I do want him to be the one who picks up the ball, but... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, we got unlucky on the first move and quite lucky on the second one. I guess I can't be too mad. Alright. Pretty lucky. Let's do this. And then I think... Oh, that's right. We only have 3 move with our guy who's actually on our team. I pushed this guy this way so that we could, you know, maintain the easy chainsaw. And our injury rolls, I cannot get above 7. It's just not happening. Oh, this guy is guard. He's got to be first. All right, let's start by punching this guy. If we get a push, we push him out to there. Alright, we can generate another 2-die block hit right here. And again, if we had just gotten a push him toward the ball and chain. Four. Man, we're breaking armor all day, but I just can't make anything happen. The good news is their whole team is going to still be on the floor next turn, so that's cool. The other good news is we haven't used our blitz yet. Am I going to try it? I guess we don't really have a good position to use the blitz except for here. So if we go really stupid and we just fail to blitz, that wouldn't have been a big deal that turn. Yeah, follow him. Okay. Put Damien next to the ball just in case we fail to pick it up. But this turn has gone quite well for us. I know I'm bummed out about the lack of injuries, but that aside, things are looking pretty alright. Put you here to help the troll out next turn. Put another body here so that the one guy who can get up at least has a lot of assists on him. And yeah, pretty productive first turn. These guys are done for. There's no way they're coming back. And because most of their players aren't getting up this turn, we might have a good position for a judicious foul. Although, really, the players I want to throw my fouls on are the gutter runners. Man, the AI will just... If they can get a 3-die block somewhere, they will drop everything. That will be their only thought. Let me get that 3-die block, though. Come on, hurt him. You just need one injury. No, BTO is going to end the campaign at level 4 without having actually earned a single star player point. I think that's where this is going. I think I don't follow him. I'd like to, but I don't want anybody to be... I guess being adjacent to a downed Rat Ogre isn't really that big of a deal. Except that after he stands up, it will be awkward to move away from him because of his prehensile tail. That's a concern. So who do we want to... Do we want to throw a foul? I mean, this guy's 4 strength, and it's not that hard to break his armor at AV7. Maybe I want to just foul him. Maybe I don't want to foul anybody, though. I know, it sounds crazy. I have to make one GFI into the... Oh, hold on. Let's move our ball carrier before we roll those dice. I'll form up around him. Saturn, do you want to try to dodge out first? I don't think so. Alright, let's see if we can take another gutter runner out of the play here. Nope, armor break and then roll a 4. Story of our game. I think I'm going to try to have Ivan the Terrible just maul these dudes on the ground. Because if he moves into them, he can injure them. Okay, didn't quite get through the armor there. Alright, he's marking both of them. That'll be fine. That's an okay outcome. This is a little bit awkward. We can't really... Theoretically, we could generate a 2-die block on this guy if we could get both of these assists over there. But because so many of the spaces around him are actually filled in, there's not, like... Even via dodging, there's not really a lot of ways we can get... Yeah, because I have to get to here and, like, one of these 2 spaces. So given that we can't throw the punch I want to throw, maybe I just want to roll Saturn out of here. Just, like, go mark this gutter runner. I guess now I've made it so the only person adjacent to an enemy is... Nabla. Yeah, he's going to get punched now. I should probably do something about that. I don't really have a lot of options, though. Well, we can at least put a lot of assists on this guy, so it's hard to throw the punch from here. Okay, that's something. I feel like they're in a rough position. It's not that hard for them to get to the ball carrier, I guess. They have to dodge out with a 3 agility player with no particularly relevant skills. And then probably make a GFI to actually hit the ball carrier. Which is not... Those aren't, like, hugely unlikely rolls, right? So, Wild Animal, which their Rat Ogre has, is a little bit different than what our big guy has. Okay, so they are going for it. You don't get a bonus on Wild Animal for having an adjacent teammate. You get a bonus on Wild Animal if you give an order to... an order that involves hitting an opponent. So it can be really tough for Wild Animal guys to get up. Because there's no way to buff their get up roll unless you have them get up into a blitz, which has the same danger as ordering big guys to blitz under any circumstances, where you may just fail comically and then lose your blitz for the turn. I'm kind of thinking about fouling this gutter runner. I do care about the ball and everything, but the ball's relatively secure right now. If we could kill one or two of their players, you know, that could have ramifications in the longer thing here, because we may have to play these guys again in the next phase of the tournament. The weaker their team is, the better. So let's try to get rid of this guy who's currently denying assists. Plus, fouling gutter runners is fun. Yeah, I think that you got to consider that. We're very likely to succeed on this foul. I'm not going to do it yet, though. Let's wait until the end of the turn to do that. So, I think we're probably better off sending this guy downwards, that he can, like, get in the neighborhood of the ball, just in case. I was hoping we'd hit that dude on the way past, but I think it's probably best to just keep going down. Make the storm vermin have to make his roll to get out. And maybe what I should do instead is try to kill this, instead of throwing the foul, is try to kill this guy with the chainsaw. I do love fouling. And we spent some time setting up for the foul, but I guess Widow should be the one to throw the foul anyway. Maybe it's a concern for next turn. And they're way more likely, they're not that likely to be able to replace a 4-strength guy. Like, if we killed their 4-strength guy, that would be pretty good. Alright, I'll do this. We'll worry about this guy. We are at least marking the hell out of this gutter runner. Alright, KO. Is what it is, I suppose. Hey, that time we rolled an 8 on the injury roll. At least it's a number above the halfway mark. So they're going to punch Saturn for free. We should probably try to pick up the ball at this point. I guess it's technically better for Billy to get it. He's got 2-star player points. He won't get a level up even if he does get a touchdown, but he'll be closer at least. All right, it's not really a cage, but it's something. Okay, BTO gets the surf. Alright, well if there ends up being another drive, they're going to have to get really lucky on their KO rolls or be tremendously shorthanded. Yeah, this has been a horrible game for them. Really, really sad. Pretty much everything is not going their way. Now, to be fair, even if everything was going their way, they're not exactly playing like they want it. Oh, that wild animal. I think that guy has rolled under 4 on all but 1 or 2 of his turns. I mean, if they want him to get up, they're going to have to try the blitz, I think.
I know, Jim. Watching the same match as you.
Alright, that's not bad. They managed to, I mean, for them. It's not bad for them. They get to push the ball carrier adjacent to another one of their players. Things are working out alright. Let's try to give this Storm Vermin a trip home. Alright, that's something. That's a start. Alright, how do we want to do this? If we're going to throw a foul on this guy, we want to hit him from here so that we can knock him upward, but it won't work if we can't get him down, obviously. Alright, we have one more shot at this, really. If we can't, okay. So if we can't get him down here, we're almost certainly not getting the foul this turn. So I'm going to try to get to a position here where we can get a 2-die block on this guy. Once we push him off, then we'll have 2 assists on this guy and can soften up this side of the field a little bit. You can tell I'm not very concerned about the ball. Now that we've had to blow our team reroll, though, I should probably focus. So let's get Nightmare up and around to here. He can provide that assist that we need. Do I want to use my blitz on my troll, actually? Moving the troll just over to here could be good enough, but I'm looking at this and I don't know that we have another position where the blitz is even relevant. So yeah, maybe I just blitz with the troll, hit the gutter runner because I get the 3 dice, a pretty good chance of knocking him down. And then if he goes down, then we have the assists necessary to push this guy off the ball carrier easily. Man, he just cannot catch a break on these dice. Poor BTO. He's trying to get those star player points. You know, you can tell he wants them. Let's see if we can get lucky and hit this. We did indeed get lucky. We did not hit him in a meaningful way. But maybe... Oh, it's happening. I'm not going to move again. Oh, no, I have to. That's right. Well, I don't think I want to move adjacent to the edge of the field. I'm going to move up. Yep. I was not given the option of not moving adjacent to the edge of the field. Well, that guy's under control now. So you have just enough move that you can get to me no matter where I go. I guess we'll go on the other side of the troll. We just won't advance very much this turn. We have a lot of time. Not in a hurry. Man, how many goblins does it take to beat up 2 rats? It sounds like the setup to a joke, but honestly I have no idea. I know it's more than 5 though. Come on, fail to go for it. No, he didn't fail. And then he rolled double pows. I feel like they've seen a lot of pows because there have been a lot of dice rolls that have been doubles or triples. Well, that guy's gonna get trolled, obviously. They ate them both down, and it worked out really well for them. What kind of injury are we talking about here? Okay, that's fine. To be perfectly honest, there couldn't have been any injury there that would have been too upsetting, because even if we'd had to get rid of that guy, he had no star player points or anything. Well, the good news is we are now in a position to foul this gutter runner out, if I want to, and I do want to. We're also in a position to hit this one with a chainsaw. Yes, please. Please don't fail your chainsaw roll. Okay. Oh, what a time. What a bad time for him to fail his really stupid check. Well, how do I want to deal with this? Unfortunately, the one assist that we'll get by standing up Billy is not enough to allow Nightmare to get a 2-die blitz off. And we just used our team reroll for the turn, so the odds of just failing the pickup are pretty good. And you're just going to stand. Let me try something here. We're going to move you adjacent to the ball. We'll try to hit this guy. Okay. Yep, that'll have to do. I was hoping to, you know, get him over here. Get him either over here or nail the storm vermin, but we managed to get neither of those things done. I have 3 turns left after this one. I'm debating about picking up the ball. The ball's the most likely thing to fail for us out of all the things I would like to do this turn. To the point where I just, like, I don't know that I even want to, I think I want to try to get this foul going. Like, I want to hurt people. Because it's Blood Bowl, and that's the part of Blood Bowl that's the most fun. Who is the best person to throw this punch? I guess if we got an injury out of Giggles, it would put him in a position where a touchdown would give him another level. I, too, can roll all of the POWs. Okay. The KO's fine. It's not star player points, but it's fine. I just like fouls. Fouls are fun. Alright, I'm going to go for this first. If we pick up the ball, I'll throw the foul. Okay, I kind of think I don't want to move after having done that. He's as safe here as anywhere. I guess actually he's slightly safer here. This guy's not getting up, so. Yeah, put the boots to him. Sneaky. Nope, the ref caught him. No, you didn't see anything. All I got out of that was a stun. That's a shame. Alright, I'm pretty sure that you don't want to do anything, especially with the troll not having tackle zones. That was unfortunate. Oh. Okay, that's an okay result for them. Remember, he has Juggernaut. That Juggernaut really making itself known there. It's an important skill for big guys because of the fact that they have loner, and they sometimes can't re-roll both downs. Like, that situation would have been disastrous for him if he didn't have Juggernaut. Alright, well, they're making things a little awkward for me by leaving me no guys adjacent to my troll. Damn it. Man, I cannot hit this guy. Okay, let's, how do I want to do this? We want to open up a path along the sideline, I think, although actually, just running up the middle in this configuration should be totally fine. Yeah, you know what? Running up the middle, I think, is more likely to work out for us. Let's chainsaw this guy. I'm going to run around and chainsaw him from here, so that after the chainsaw, we're adjacent to the troll and we can help him out. We're breaking a lot of armor, we're hurting a lot of dudes, we're not getting a lot of star player points, sadly. Come on. I can feel it. This is going to be the one. Nope, it wasn't the one. It was an armor break. We are never going to get those star player points. Alright, this should work. Yeah, I mean, a score with Nightmare's fine. Like I said, if he gets the MVP award after doing this, then we'll at least get another level out of it. Do we all just want to run away from this guy? He has 3 more strength than we do. We can generate 3 assists as it is. I would need to get another person over here to even make a 2-die block out of it. But maybe it's okay for me to just take a 1-die block because of the fact that because of the fact that a both down is so much better, or so much potentially worse for him than it is for us. Remember, he has prehensile tail, so it's a little dangerous for us to try to dodge out. Let's make sure we move everybody first.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team.
And we're just going to all move out to positions that are still adjacent to this gutter runner. I'm not done with him yet. Do I want to foul him again? Probably not, right? Not with Eddie. Widows, you know, widows are sneaky get. Yeah, go for it. Blood Bowl. Man, I'm getting some real bad luck here. I think I'm just gonna let Widow get sent off. We have 3 turns left? Nah. Let's try to keep him in. Nope, never mind. Bribe didn't work. Can you believe him? That guy's not even dead. What did I do wrong? You show me where jumping on a guy over and over again is against the rules. With metal shoes. Pointy metal shoes. Well, the good news is, they've completely given up on stopping me from scoring. Oh, see, it's real easy for them to get injuries. Ooh, smashed collarbone. That's a you are off the team injury. Let's try to keep him on. Okay, no casualty. Good stuff. Every once in a while, the apothecary manages to accidentally do some reasonable medicine. Alright, how do I want to do this? So it would be best if this guy was not on his feet at the end of the turn. We can make that happen. But where do I want to use my blitz? I think I might want to use my blitz to put down the rat ogre. And then if this works, we have an easy 2-die block on the gutter runner. We might be able to get him too. I think taking down the rat ogre gives us the best chance of having no further injuries. Well, that's not great. We can run to here and we can still get our 2-die blitz, or 2-die block against Nurglich. Oh, that's right. Their Rat Ogre has guard. I cannot deny his assist, in fact. Alright, I'm going to move this guy up 3 times in the hopes of providing a bit of assistance to our troll. Okay. So what I need from the troll is for him to end up here. This would be the best thing. And then we hit the Storm Vermin from this corner. Okay. If we had only rolled a push, we would have got to push him down here in front of the troll, and there's basically no chance for him to get to the ball carrier from there. But now there's really no chance. Let's see if we can still... I'm going to make this happen. We will stack assists until we get there. Unfortunately, I will never ever... you know what? This is going to be the last time we roll dice this entire game, so we may as well use our last reroll. Hey. Hey, we got there. No injury. Man. I should have pushed him to here. I put him in a position where now he can get up and make a dodge and then a couple of GFIs and blitz our guy. And in fact, that's the only meaningful thing they can do. I guess they also get to throw a punch with the Rat Ogre. Oh wow, they're just... Hell yeah, diving tackle him. There's no escape. Aw. Oh, but he stopped moving afterward. That's weird. And, you know, if Nabla goes down and gets horribly injured by his chainsaw, that's pretty much whatever. Yeah, he made the dodge out of the first space. We diving tackled after him, and he still made the roll. But then he stopped moving. Weird. Well, Nightmare's in a position now where he's not that far off of the next level, right? That's a thing we can make happen before the end of the tournament, I think. He's had kind of a rough season up till now. Things are turning around for him a little bit. Yep. All of the players that were all of the various goblins that have been removed from the game for one reason or another. Okay, yep. A bunch of our players get sent off, and then we do that thing we do. So we went into this game in a pretty bad position, shorthanded in a really awkward way. But fortunately, the inducement system really is good at least making a game where one team is really messed up still interesting. Whereas it would be very easy, right, for a game such as this to have been totally one-sided. And I mean, it still sort of was, just not in the way you would expect from looking at the numbers. Alright, they move quick off the snap, which is a thing you're definitely not allowed to do. Just start moving before the whistle's blown, but the ref's going to let them get away with that. Alright, we might lose a goblin or two here. These things happen. So we are, at this point, we are 100% for sure guaranteed to make it into the second phase of the tournament. We have, what was this? This is game 6? Do we have one more? Oh, I think we have one game against a halfling team left coming up. Something tells me we're going to make it there. Although, I suppose it is worth noting that goblins are not actually better players than halflings. At least the normal random goblin is statistically identical to a halfling. So as much fun as I make of the halfling team, they're like fairly evenly matched against us. And if they bring on that star player halfling who has 3 strength and block, that guy's going to be the best player on the field by a large margin. Okay, can we please get... Alright, a good winnings roll. We needed some money. And most valuable player went to Giggles. Okay, that's pretty good for us. So we have a couple of levels to hand out even. Tell you what, everything's looking up for the Halloweeners. So yeah, Creamy Dish, which is a gross name for a team. 2 tree men and a bunch of terrible halflings. You know what? They actually are higher team value than us. So unless they have some money saved up, they might not be able to bring both their star player and their halfling master chef. They're going to have to spend quite a bit of their own money if they want to do that. We might get lucky, and they might just not have that much money. Alright, show me something good. Doubles. Okay, doubles is good. So, we might want to take block. Our Pogor having dodge and block is going to make it extremely difficult to deal with him carrying the ball downfield. And, like, I can't think of anything else that I would really rather have of him. None of the strength skills are terribly compelling, I don't think. Passing, we could pick up leader. As long as your team has a player with leader on the field, you have an extra team reroll above your normals. Passing is not really a goblin thing. Nerves of Steel isn't terrible. Catching, intercepting, you don't... Actually, for some reason I was thinking it applied to picking up the ball. It doesn't. It actually does make it pretty terrible. Yeah, there's no passing skill we want. And there's no agility skill that we want more than block, I think. Sure Hands also is not bad. I'm taking block. Alright, a block dodge Pogor is that's something that's difficult to deal with. Also, it's going to make him actually a pretty good fighter in this game against a team that's mostly 2-strength players. And we have a second level here on Giggles. Giggles is the diving tackle guy, so... Alright, nothing special for Giggles. What do we even want on him now? He can get jump up, sidestep so that I can choose which square he moves into when he gets hit. Actually, this is probably really good in conjunction with diving tackle. Because he has dodge and it's already pretty hard to knock him down, when they try to knock him off their ball carrier, we can pick a space that is still adjacent to the ball carrier for the push. That's something that will come up at least some of the time. I think sidestep and diving tackle is a strong combination of skills. Alright. Those level ups were pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Our team value is higher than theirs now, though. You know what? Honestly, even if they bring their halfling master chef and that, what's his name? Pugsy? Something like that. Pudgy? It's probably Pudgy. Pudgy is his name. I think we have a pretty good chance here. So that's going to be it for us for today. Come back next time to see what I'm hoping is going to be an absolute slaughter. Because you know what? We could really use some star player points. And we'll see you then.